a woman's point of view. Check it out.
Our bodies have been left out of this Constitution from the beginning. The framers were just like, I don't know. I'm sorry, sir, I know you do not actually talk like that. What I didn't realize...
All right now, it's called What the Constitution Means to You, and the national tour is at the AT&T Performing Arts Center in Dallas for a limited engagement. Join us after a lively opening night. Joining us this morning, is the star of the play, Cassie Beck. Great to have you, Cassie.
Thank you. Good morning. Nice to see you.
Absolutely. We say a play about the Constitution and people might start thinking, ooh, it's really dry. This is anything but dry, right?
Yes. There's a lot of humor. There's a lot of heart. You do, learn some things. I did anyway when I was an audience member and I saw the show performed in New York City. I got a deeper understanding of the Constitution, and the real message is that interpretation matters. Mm-hmm. And whether you're deepening your opinion of the Constitution and how you might personally relate to it, or you're learning some new things along the way. I know I learned a lot, especially in regards to abortion rights, immigration, and healthcare. But yes, it is actually very funny.
Yeah, and I have a specific question about abortion rights. I'll get to that here in just a bit. Explain why the backdrop is an American Legion Hall.
So Heidi Schreck who wrote the play, also originally performed it. And it is based in reality. When she was 15 years old, she traveled across the country giving speeches about the Constitution at American Legion halls for prize money. And she was so good at this contest, she actually was able to put herself through college. And the premise of the contest was to draw a personal connection between her own life and the document. So the play is a re-examination of Heidi as her 15-year-old self and her personal connection to the document. And as Heidi at age 44, a middle-aged grown woman, also taking on the challenge again, re-examining her life and drawing a personal connection between her middle-aged life and the document.
One thing I did want to ask you about the abortion rights and things along that nature that you touch on throughout the play. Mm-hmm. Did you get a unique reaction here in Texas as the center of the abortion debate?
Well, there are two parts to the play. So the answer is yes. And the reason being, the first part of the play is the contest, which I just described that Heidi did when she was 15. And that's sort of the premise of the first part of the play, is her doing it again at age 44. But then the second part of the contest is a live debate. And that we are traveling on tour with two amazing teenage debaters that are doing what Heidi did back in the 80s. They are 15, 16, and 17. They are traveling the country giving speeches about the Constitution in debate clubs and societies all across the country. One of them comes out and we do a live debate in front of the audience. And actually, one of the audience members gets to be the judge and choose who wins our debate. And we do pull live topics, headline topics. We're very current. We're arguing them on our feet. We flip a coin and we pick a side of a certain debate. And so here in Texas, for sure, we were sure to mention the ban and where we are with the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You kind of just alluded to some of this, but is there any other audience participation that goes along with this play?
A little bit. I think this is the perfect welcome back to the theater after this pandemic, or while we're still currently going through it, but it's safe enough to come now, because the play is structured as direct address. So my character Heidi actually gets to come out, break that fourth wall, and talk directly to the audience. And I think for people who are craving that connection again that live theater can give after so much isolation, it's the perfect play, because I'm talking directly to them. And sometimes people shout some things back, which is kind of great for me to hear where they are. But it really is an intimate, personal story. Mm-hmm. While we're talking about some bigger systems that are meant to protect us. I hope at the end of the day, it feels like a rallying cry and a rejuvenation of spirit for people who are still fighting for true equality in this country.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, folks have been waiting for the arts to come back full swing. So kudos to you guys and for the work that you're doing. Cassie, appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. What the Constitution Means to Me is playing at the Winspear Opera House in Dallas through Sunday only. For tickets, go to attpac.org. All right, we're going to switch